Hello and welcome to Spiritually Fine Tuned. This reading is going to be, today is December the 6th. This reading is going to be for Leo from now until the 15th. It's supposed to be December 1st to the 15th, but I didn't get around to doing it. But this is basically the energy for December the 1st to the 15th. We're going to see where you are spiritually, what you need to work on, what's going on in your energy, and yeah. So let's see. For Leo, December the 1st to the 15th, what do they have? We have, despair. I don't know if you can see because it's kind of dark. This says despair. I need your divine intercession right now, O Great Spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. So it's about having despair, and it's saying, may I be a peaceful vessel for your love. So if anything has been going on, because we're always a vessel. What did they say? You can't put new wine in old bottles. So this is replacing all of that negative energy for peace. And I got peace for Sagittarius. So this is the last time I did Sagittarius reading. So you may be dealing with a Sagittarius, or you may need to contact a Sagittarius because they have peace around them. But I'm not going to convince you to do anything. But if you're in despair, it's saying lift this darkness for my soul. So if you've been feeling dark or sad, maybe because it's the holidays, and it could just be like not having enough finances. It may not be anything troublesome or burdensome. I will soon find out. There's 3 cards, so I'm not going to shuffle them anymore. Or do you have hardship and loneliness? Scorpio got loneliness for December 1st to the 15th. Maybe dealing with a Scorpio. And self-acceptance. Nothing is more exhausting than endlessly working on yourself. When you offer your whole being fully to love, self-acceptance arises spontaneously. May I rest in our oneness, dear divine. So this is about accepting yourself. And you have hardship as well. May I embrace what's happening right now, as baffling or painful as it is. Help me, God, to trust where you are guiding me. I am yours. Did this happen for the new moon in Sagittarius? Did I get? Yep. This card came out for the new moon in Sagittarius. So this new moon. And what I was saying was that the hardship is only to grow you. And it could be, the hardship was about starting something new and it may be hard, or learning something new and it may be hard. But you got hardship and despair. So whatever it is, let's see what's connected to it before I start. And loneliness. So the hardship and despair could be calling loneliness. And maybe you're not able to attract what you want or need. And you have self-acceptance, but accept where you are right now. It's the serenity prayer. Serenity prayer. The accept, changing the things I can, accepting the things I cannot, and the wisdom to know the difference between the two. So always remember that you're not going to be able to change everything about this hardship or this despair or this loneliness, but you can accept where you are, because the loneliness even says when you stop fearing your aloneness, you stop settling for less than what you deserve. But we're going to see what's going on with despair, because I like Leos. They're fire signs, and you guys are usually active, proactive. So right now it just may be a little slump, but that's okay. It's the end of the year. You could just be getting rid of old energy. For despair, we have departed loved ones. Aries had that. You are loved more than you'll ever know, and be mindful of the messages you send. So this despair could just be because you've been sending the wrong message out to the universe, or the wrong message out to people, which happens with fire signs because they're just so active, and things may have just been misconstrued. But this also say departed loved ones. So you may be missing family, which is okay, because I miss a lot of my loved ones as well. But know that they still love you, and they're still able to be there with you and support you, and they're watching over you, and you're loved more. You might not feel as loved as you want to feel, but you are loved. Like, who doesn't love a Leo? You guys are strength. You guys are amazing. You guys push through battles. You guys help other people. I love Leos. But I know when you're having a bad day, it's hard. And this hardship is you embracing it. And sometimes Leos, I guess you don't want to embrace it on your own. You rather people be around you to support you. But this aloneness says if you do it alone, you're going to know what you deserve. And it's better to be alone and then surrounded by a group of people who don't really love you. Okay, what's to clarify for loved ones? I mean, I'm talking loved ones. Well, maybe we need to clarify for loved ones. Let's see. I was trying to do loneliness. But what is the message that the departed loved ones want Leo to know? This one wanted to come out. Flipped over a little bit. Transition. Okay, so your departed loved ones want you to know that you're going through a transition. And it says release attachments to what was and prepare for what is to come. So obviously this despair is because something is gone. But you're transitioning. The departed loved ones, because that's the card that fell out, I want you to know that they're helping you with this transition. If you see it's her right there. Well, you can't see because I guess it's dark. It's her right there shining right there with that light. But look at all these other people right here. You can't see them, but those are the ones helping her get her light and release and become new again. And anything that dies away is so that you can become new. Is to die to the flesh and only live in spirit. So they want you to know that they're helping you with this transition. So don't be fearful. And while you're going through this, be mindful of the message you send. Don't like... How do you say this without, don't just walk around in despair. Don't let it show on your face. Like, it's okay to feel it, but don't just go around in a pity party or bitter or anything. Those messages you don't want to send out. Of course, sometimes we're sarcastic and we're like, I don't care anyway, or something like that. But it's like, just be careful of those messages because they can lead to despair. But you're transitioning. And anytime you transition, it's a spiritual growth, it's a spiritual awakening, and it hurts. I know it hurts really, really bad, but to come out on the other side is amazing, and you become a new person. That was a lot of cards. Okay, what's the clarifier for loneliness? Again, a lot of cards. Are you going through a lot? That is a lot to carry, and it's emotional. What this is an emotional, I don't want to say burden, but this is, the teeth came out. Take a bite out of life. And express your true feelings. So this loneliness is because you're learning how to express yourself truly. And it's allowing you to take a big bite out of life because maybe you've been doing the same old thing for years, or you've been going the same old way for months, or whatever's coming into your life is about to be new. So you have to go through this loneliness because at the end of it, it says the kindred spirit is going to come to you. You're going to get to find out your truth. This says express your true feelings. This loneliness is causing you to get to your truth, express your truth, and be more truthful. Not that you haven't been truthful, but being more truthful in a way that is heartfelt and not in a, maybe you've been hiding your feelings. This card came out. Fire and take responsibility for your power. So all this is happening because they want you to be your fiery self, but in a more truthful way. Not just fiery because you can light a building. Not just fiery because you're upset and you want to shut somebody down. Because I know that's what Leo do. We'll shut this whole thing. We'll shut this whole thing down if we have to. And I'm okay with that. But this is being responsible that fire can be used in a creative way. It can be used in a way that like when people are cold, what do they need? Fire to warm them up. That's the way to use your fire. Not to put nobody down or to start anything. It's to, that's why they said be mindful of the messages you send. You know, because Leos will get on your ass. That's just what they do. But this is saying, no, you need to have fire when people are cold. You need that ambition when people forget how to move forward. You can show them that. You can teach them that in a truthful, honest way. What do we have for self-acceptance for Leo? That's a lot going on emotionally, but I guess it's just going to bring you out to your true form, and that's beautiful. For self-acceptance, we have school. Examine your beliefs about being tested. So during all this, you are being tested, and they're saying to accept yourself, you got to examine how you feel about being tested. All of this is testing you, and you may feel like this is unnecessary. Well, this is just making me feel like I'm a bad person, or this is making me feel like something is wrong with me. But examine it, because it's not about making you feel bad or making you feel like you're the only one going through anything or making you feel like you deserve to go through it. Is only causing more fire in you. When we get stale, we need something to push us forward. We need something to happen. That's when you get tower moments. to realize that you just been, and not even just stagnant. If you've been in stagnant energy, you need to propel forward. And also, you get tested because God knows what He has placed in you. And if you're too busy doing your own thing, like I want to go over here, I want to go over there, I want to go with him, I want to go with her, and God is saying that's not what I brought you here for. So I'm going to test you. I'm going to test your beliefs, test what you believe, test the people you're around. Maybe you're in the wrong relationship, and that's where all this emotional despair is coming from. And God is testing you because not because you're in trouble, not because you've done anything wrong, but because He's trying to get you to see the truth of who you are, the truth of how you can use that fire in a positive way. So what do we have for hardship? But you have to examine what you think about being tested. Because I know when I used to get tested all the time, I had time months, I thought I was in trouble. I'm like, trouble just follows me everywhere I go. What's that song? Trouble in my way. I have to cry sometimes. Trouble in my way. And you just feel like it just won't leave you alone. But examine why it's there. It's not really there to hurt you or make you stay down. It's there to realize that you have a call to elevate. You have a call to elevate. It's up to you to take it, but you're going to... I don't want to say that, but you're going to experience things to help you elevate. So what is the clarifier for hardship? That's all. But it don't feel like you guys are resisting it. Just feel like you guys are like, I think you might be too comfortable. Because it feels comfortable. It's like, I know all this is going on, but I'm okay. It's like you being comfortable. And it's like, no, if you're a fire sign, you got to be active or that fire just sits there. Like, a fire goes out. And that's not what Spirit wants you to do. They want it to burn bright, but in burning bright, they want you to allow it to help others. Don't just burn situations or burn people along the way. Use it as comfort. That fire can be used as comfort. What's the clarifier for hardship? You got reveal, secret power. Who got box? I think Scorpio. So you got Scorpio 2 times up in here. Maybe dealing with Scorpio. Reveal. Did they get box? Reveal your secret power. I don't know if it was them or Pisces. Take care of yourself. Trust that if you do, you always land on your feet. See, that's what I was saying. These things you go through are to trigger you into realizing that you have a bigger gift, a bigger calling than you would give yourself credit for. You don't have to take the credit. God, He knows that's His glory, but you have a secret power that you need to use. It's up to you to use it. You cannot let your gifts lay dormant. That's a responsibility. That's a call to duty because you will lose your gifts. You'll lose every gift that you came here for. And it says you are safe. That card came out. You are safe no matter what. And we're going to put this right here for despair. You are safe even through your emotions and through the triggerings and the tower moments and the effects that are going on. You are safe. I want to clarify for a secret power. Like what is, let's see what your secret, your power is. Even though fire, and it says take responsibility for your fire. I feel like that would be your power. But let's see. Reveal your secret power. You got it hidden. You are not alone. You got it hidden in the box. So this is weird because you have share your wisdom. Look, that's your secret power. Your wisdom is your secret power. Even though you have loneliness, they're telling you, look, you're not alone. You just feel like you're alone. What is that, Michael Jackson? You are not alone. I am here with you. Though we're far apart, you're always in my heart. And my voice is not right, but whatever. So you have a secret power, and I feel like I'm secret power, and it is your wisdom. And if you share, that's why they're saying take responsibility for your power. You don't want to go through this journey in this life and have learned all this wisdom and hold it in. It says share your secret, your wisdom, and reveal your secret power. That is showing it to the world. And that's why they're challenging you on what you believe about being tested, because they're trying to bring you out of the despair, out of the loneliness, out of the hardship. That is this transition, and the part of loved ones are here to say you're safe. We want you to come out of the box. We want you to show more of yourself. We want you to reveal your gifts and your wisdom and take responsibility for your power. But you see it as, maybe if I reveal myself, I'm gonna be sad, or people are gonna leave me lonely, or I can't accept that this is my gift. It could be a spiritual gift, and people are super religious, and you're like, this hardship that I'm going through, how is that connected to my gift? Because people are creative. When you can't, it's like Johnny in the Appleseed trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. He missed like this. But at some point, Johnny learns how to make $1 out of that 15 cents. Because if you keep adding those 15 cents up, you're going to eventually have $1. So sometimes the only way for Spirit to get you to create is to go through despair. Some of the greatest songs that I have gotten downloaded to me is when I was going through hardships, when I was going through problems, when I was going through situations where nobody was there. I was alone. I was in despair. And yeah, my songs were hella emotional. And a lot of people's like, what are you saying about it? I don't even know if the notes were right. But it was only because I was going through hardship. And now that I'm in a better place, like I was even talking to God, like, God, I haven't made a song in a long time. Like, I know I'm feeling good, but I wound up making one. But the point of it all is that the hardship makes you have, like, think about people who become independent and business owners. It's because they're going through hardships, financial woes, and can't find a decent job. So, hey, I got to create. I'm surprised you didn't get to create or manifest card. But, like, what we're going to get on top of this fire? I'm just going to clarify the last card, but it's all connected simultaneously. What's to clarify for fire, if there is any? Taking responsibility for their power. And I gotta sneeze. Whew, excuse me. Listen. And that voice. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Take responsibility. What is the clarifier for fire? Like, laugh. Like, if you have to laugh at yourself, if you have to make jokes, like, you still need to always, through all of this, laugh. There's a lot of cards coming out, so I'm probably not going to get a clarifier. I'm going to try one more time for fire. But basically, I feel like that's understandable, what I just explained about why all of these situations could be occurring. And if it's not your life, it can be somebody connected to you life. It could be your lover life, your soulmate life. I really feel like this is hitting heavy for me. It's like it's hitting home for me right now. Like, I feel like it's hitting home. And that's okay. And speaking of Scorpio, they got the prodigal son returns home. So, because Scorpio was twice in here, but it's okay. It's okay. Like, it happens to the best of us, to the worst of us. Like, it doesn't define you as a person, but it molds you into the person you are to become. And when I understood that, I was able to deal with my despair, loneliness, and hardship. Not to say that I don't still have those emotions or those triggers. Oh, we finally got one for fire. So, we got two. This one was self-care, but since it wasn't on his back, we got, ooh, they upside down. Look through the situation and patience. I usually don't read them upside down, but this was taking responsibility for your power. Look through the situation. So, Leo, that's saying you've been looking at the situation because it's upside down. And it upright, it would be read as looking through the situation. And that's saying you've been looking at this for too long. And you got patience upside down. Bending, just bowing, bending over. Why are you bowing? Like, stand up. And that's why self-care was right here. Like, self-care makes you aware that I don't have to keep looking at this. I was about to say, I don't have to keep looking at this shit. I don't have to keep being patient. And maybe this relationship, maybe it was a relationship, maybe it was a career. I'm not completely sure. But to take responsibility of your power, and this patience upside down is like you waiting around for nothing. You just waiting. And you just waiting, and you're just waiting, and you're looking at the situation like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? How do I change? Or you accept, like I said, I feel like you're comfortable. You're accepting this as is, and that's a part of the serenity, but Spirit is really calling on you to do something else, and that is to share your wisdom. You can't just sit there and say, I'm good. I learned all these lessons. I know how to deal with hardship. I don't care about the despair. I don't care about being lonely. Because, you know, people like, I'm grown. I could do this. And that's being mindful of the message. You can be grown all day. Listen, you can be grown all day. But when you have a purpose, you cannot equate that to age. I know they say with age comes wisdom, but a purpose is not numbered. There's no way a purpose can be numbered. We put numbers on purposes. Oh, you can't reach that goal until you're 30. You can't No, Spirit doesn't do that, because your spirit grows. It is not a number to your spirit. Like, you can't look at a person and say, your soul 40 years. I know they say you're an old soul, but they don't put a number on it, is what I'm telling you. And that's just my take on it. So it's like, take responsibility. What do we have for school? What do we have for school? And then I'm going to go, because we already did the rest of that. So, it's a lot of emotions. Emotions make me cry sometimes. That's the only song I can think of that's about emotions. When I get in when I used to get in my feelings when I was young, I would play Boys to Men like it was nothing. Boys to Men. I just love Boys to Men, but boys. Not that, though. I would play, I'm down on bending knees. And that's what she is. Like, get up, get off of your knees. Get off of your knees and just stand up. And don't worry about the tests and trials that come. And some people don't want to start in it because you're like, man, I'm going to be tested. I might be judged. I might be lonely for who I really am. No, it's okay. So what's for school? If they want to give us one. What's to clarify for school? And then I'm going to let y'all go. Okay, it's 3 cards. Can't take them back. Can't take it back, Leo. Show appreciation, nature, and pray. Well, I told y'all to get off y'all knees, but I guess you need. Well, this is just being laid out, and you can be laid out at the altar. But this, like I said, you need to get up. This person is getting up, like slowly but surely. Like, look at the difference in that. This person is laid out, like just giving up hope, and this person is like, okay, I can take it one step at a time, which is okay. And then you have nature and show appreciation. So like I said, when you're being tested, you just got to trust that God is allowing it to grow you. So be appreciative of the tests that come your way, as annoying as they may be, and accept that it's a part of your journey, because this is all under self-acceptance. So accept that it's a part of your journey, and always remember to pray. The Bible says pray without ceasing. Never cease to pray, however you want to put it. So during these tests and these trials and these things that's going on, your most important job is to pray and to find a way to share your wisdom. And the most thing that I've learned is to not ignore the hardship, but not let it just plague on my mind. Like this card says, looking at it all day. You can't look at it all day like, man, I'm sitting here looking at it all day, because you're not giving it to God if you're sitting there looking at it, looking at it, looking at it, looking at it. Not saying that you are, like I said, this could be you or somebody you know, because you do have departed loved ones here, so it could be connected to ancestors and things of that nature. But I feel like, Leo, this is all your energy, whether you're taking on somebody else's or it's just a part of your journey. So hopefully this gets better for Christmas. If I don't see you for Christmas, I want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And this is only bringing you to the best of who you are and what you are supposed to be doing, because it's about to be 2020, and that's the year of perfect vision. All this is good. All this is collapsing because you need to go into a year of vision. That's it. Perfect vision. So just be appreciative. And you don't have to keep looking at all this emotional turmoil. It feels just like emotional turmoil. But the good thing is I didn't feel uneasy about it. I feel like you guys are calm about it. It's like, I know the game. Like you said, you feel like you've grown. Like, I've been here before. I'm grown. I could deal with this. But this is not nothing that you need to just be taking on as, I got to deal with this. This is something because God is trying to make you use your gifts and your talents and take responsibility for the fact that you have made it through this, and share your wisdom for others who are currently going through it. So that's what I have for you, Leo, for December the 1st through the 15th. Thank you. And like I said, if I don't see you, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And man, I want to see that fire. I want to see the gift that you bring to the table.